up, YouTube? So, this is your host, Steve from the back. On this channel, it is no secret that this channel celebrates beautiful women, obviously. It is no secret that this channel celebrates things of the fringe, things of the cringe, and things of the adult film industry, obviously. Now, obviously, you're no stranger to the FAP game, obviously, so, you know, whether male, female, or whatever, no one's a stranger to the FAP game. You may be a stranger to the adult film industry game somehow. You may be a spectator. You may just view the porn, but you may not actually take into deep consideration the work that went into the porn, or the actors and actresses that have created the content. So I did a video. I think I can link it in this description or something. I had not recently, but it's the last type of porn star vid or adult film star vid that I did. Was on, what's her name? I'm trying to think. What was it? It was damn. How am I drawing a blank? Jesus, how can I forget this girl's name? Brooklyn Rose. That's who it was. It was Brooklyn Rose. You know, so now this one is gonna be on a adult film person by the name of I'm always so bad with names. Scarlit Scandal. So if you don't know who Scarlit Scandal is, this is another one of these extremely hot, extremely gifted in the looks department, petite, hot adult film people. And it's actually pretty weird because, so I don't know if this person is actually really 5'1", which is actually kind of odd and weird. In my opinion, you know, I'll admit, I usually, personally myself as a man, usually like girls who are on the thicker side or on the taller side. But, like I always say, there are always exceptions. There's always exceptions. There's always girls that will not be particularly exactly what you're into normally, but for whatever reason, they are just incredibly hot, incredibly sexy. They have attributes and things that, obviously, like if I was to see Scarlet Scandal in a crowd or something, or literally like on the beach or something, you would see Steve attempting to leap cars in a single bound to try to go talk to this chick, you know, obviously, you know, just like Brooklyn Rose, you know, obviously you see a chick like that walking down the street, and, you know, you kind of have to just, it's like, you at least have to try. Like, you at least have to try to shoot your shot. You know, you have to try to talk to them. You know, regardless of if you'll be successful or not. They're probably going to tell you the truth, or, well, probably just truth or a lie, but most likely they probably do have a boyfriend or are married or something. You know, so, you know, just like any other human being, this type of human being can be, under the right breeding circumstances, bred into existence, and can be, to a degree, the effect can be duplicated like any other human being. You know, this is what I mean when I talk about, you know, two things. It's like people in careers and things that aren't so wholesome per se. But then you almost wonder, like, how can someone look like this and be into this? You know, it's like, how can they be into that and they look like that? You know, it's just weird. It's kind of like, you know, you got to think like this is someone's daughter. She did not just materialize out of thin air. She was not just like popped out of a test tube or something. Obviously, she has parents. Obviously, some people had to have created this thing. You know, this is like the type of girl that literally. Also, I just have to say this. It's something about the hair. Something about this hair that you could finger. You could. I almost said finger. You could picture yourself grabbing globs of this hair. Now, I'm not going to be graphic and go like too deep into this or like get graphic, but this is the type of hair that like, you know, let's say if you're dating this girl or something, you developed a decorum in a relationship. Maybe you know this girl's open to the hair pulling and stuff. Maybe she's open to that. You know, this is the type of hair that just like it begs to be played with, and it begs to be have handfuls of it just grabbed. Okay, this is a certain type of girl right here, man. This is this is a very special type of girl. Okay, this is not just, you don't just see this every day. At least I don't. This is the type of chick to where I rarely, I'll even admit, like where I come from and where I'm living currently, I rarely, if ever, see a girl that looks like this, that has this look. You know, I see girls like on Instagram and on like what's it called, TikTok and all this, and maybe YouTube once in a blue. You know, see girls that have this kind of look going on, or other girls in like maybe the adult film industry. But I just don't see girls that look like this just walking down the street, walking down the block, and like, you know, I actually, I mean, similar features to some degree I have seen. You know, I mean, there's probably this one girl that I kind of knew that did have a similar look to this, but she was much thicker though. She was much bigger, and oh my god, was she gorgeous. But this girl was married. She was the sweetest girl in the world too. You know, she was a very nice person, a very friendly person, a very honest and open person. But you know, she was married, and you know, that is what it is. So obviously, it is what it is. You know, but you would be lucky if you could dare find a wife that looked like this. You know, so I wouldn't call this girl necessarily someone who has like a sinister look, like that has like a very I think this girl has more of a like a sort of cute, charming type of look in a way, like more of a extremely attractive, but not like, doesn't look so sinister. You know, I'd say a girl like Brooklyn Rose has the most sinister. It's like, don't get me wrong, she's very cute looking and very sexy at the same time, but has a very sinister, especially something about the eyes, you know, has this very predator and sinister type of look in the eyes, you know, that seems to probably go unnoticed to some people, which is not a bad thing, but it's just a different type of look altogether. But regardless, I mean, this is insane, you know. It's a spectacle, man. It is a sheer spectacle. It is a sheer spectacle, man. So I think I'm gonna keep this rant short, but I'm also gonna say that a new thing that I want to start doing with this channel, because this doesn't necessarily require me having like, necessarily doesn't require me to have other people. Now, I could possibly have someone else read a story, but I wanted to do a thing where I started having people read different types of stories that people sent in, either stories that are personally from themselves, or maybe from a friend's perspective, or wink wink, maybe you're saying that it was your friend that this story's about, but it was really about you. It doesn't really matter, you know. It just has to be a story that is so-called juicy, you know. It just has to be a story that is like, it could be anywhere ranging from a sexual story to a wild, crazy type of story to a paranormal even, or ghost story or something of that nature. It has to be something that is incredibly juicy and crazy, something that people aren't used to hearing, and stories that generally you wouldn't want to necessarily tell yourself, but you'd want to use yourself as an anonymous person to tell the story. And it would obviously be me most likely reading this story off as a form of content. And then, depending on the story, obviously it would be ranked, and obviously the person, or, anonymous person, would be ranked something, you know. So, this is a short rant. This is going to be a short video. You know, this is Steve's Art and Fun channel. Like, comment, sub, and share. And have a nice day.